Welcome to BPTV. I'm your host, Andy Amrine, and welcome to the world of DECA. We're here at the Bethel Park High School. We're going to be talking to Miss Emily Smaller, the teacher, and also quite a few of the students. We're going to hear what's going on this year with the DECA program here at the high school. They have some amazing students doing some amazing projects around the community that are showing some real-world benefits to the nonprofits and a lot of the businesses here in Bethel Park. So it's a great group, great organization. I hope you enjoy what we have to show you today. Welcome to the high school.
Paige Davidson. I'm a senior at Bethel Park High School, and I'm also your vice president of Pennsylvania DECA.
I'm Carly Olson. I'm a senior at Bethel Park High School, and I'm an active member in DECA.
I'm Lexi Shank. I am a junior at Bethel Park High School, and I am a chapter officer for Bethel Park DECA.
Could you tell us a little bit about just generalization of DECA? Do you have to be in ninth grade? Is it only high school level? And is this a regular class study, or is this after school, before school kind of activities?
Yeah, absolutely. So DECA is a high school organization. There's also collegiate DECA, but that's a different ball game if you're in college. But it starts in ninth grade, so any ninth grader can join. At least for our school, you have to be in one of the 3 marketing classes to be in DECA. It's a lot of fun. I started my freshman year, and I think I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say I really found my place in high school by joining DECA.
It helped a lot. I used to not be able to talk in front of people, and now I can talk in front of anybody, and it helped me meet a whole bunch of new people, and it made me really enjoy high school.
I actually joined it sophomore year. All my friends were in it, and they talked about it all the time freshman year, and I was like, well, I want to see what this is. I want to see what it's like. So I did it, and I loved it. I did a project with a partner, and then I ended up going by myself last year. But it's just so much fun. You get to meet so many people, and you make so many friends, and everybody just becomes like a little family here. And then you travel together, you work together. We have the bean, we do that together. So it's really fun.
So does DECA help you with real life scenarios for business or going to college, or what you're planning on doing in the future?
Can I answer? I would say so. I actually decided last year what I wanted to major in college and go into after in my career because of my DECA project.
And what is that?
Hospitality management.
Okay.
So that's what I did my project on last year, and I figured out that I wanted to go into the business end and the sales end, and it just really helps you with interviewing and talking to people because you get more comfortable in that situation.
So I started marketing my freshman year, and I actually didn't sign up for DECA till the very last day. As a freshman, I was shy and didn't really know anyone else in DECA, so I kind of sat there in class thinking, am I going to be good at it? Am I going to make friends in it? How is the whole thing going to pan out for me? So I ended up joining the very last day, and I competed at districts in a role play my freshman year, and to my surprise, I did surprisingly well, and ever since then, I got kind of hooked on it, and just talking to people and making new friends from not only Bethel Park DECA, but from all over the country and even international students. So definitely learned a lot. It can help you in multiple ways. If you do a role play, that always gets you experience talking to people and doing more on-the-spot thinking. And then if you do a project, it really gets you involved with the community. At least for me, I've had history doing the entrepreneurship promotion plan where I got to meet a lot of businessmen and women around Bethel Park.
My freshman year, I didn't really know what it was. My friend just kind of told me, she was like, nope, you're going to take marketing and you're going to do DECA, and I had no clue. And then I got really into it, and I was like, I love DECA. I thought it was an awesome thing. My freshman year, I was a nervous wreck at districts, but we did really well, actually. And she was like, wow, you did really good. We didn't practice or anything, but now, I think it's an awesome thing, and it really helps kids to get out of their shell and be able to talk to people and go to interviews and know what they're talking about.
So if there's somebody listening that is on the border and doesn't know really anything about DECA, is thinking, well, maybe I ought to try it out, what can any one of you say to this person that would push them over the edge to take a look at DECA and see what it is?
I think you should definitely try it. There are kids who try it and they don't like it, but majority of the time there are kids who try it and they fall in love with it. They think it's awesome. It's like Carly said that we're a big family here. We support each other. We do everything, especially when we're traveling. It really helps you. You make a lot of friends, and you become very comfortable with yourself in high school.
So, Paige, how can somebody reach out? How can somebody get in touch with anyone from DECA, whether students or teachers?
So one of the first things you want to do to make sure you're able to join DECA is talk to your counselor about getting in a marketing class. And then after that, mostly the only major thing you have to do is just sign up. We have a lot of students come in and talk to the classes about joining DECA. So once you're in the class, it's really easy to sign up. If you're out of school and there's not a DECA program, you can always email PA DECA and ask for a DECA program to start there. It's really easy once you send that email out to any of the officers or Jerry DiGiovanni, who's in charge of DECA. And then once you're in the class, you're pretty much all good to go.
Okay, if somebody is in 8th grade and looking at what their class schedules are going to be in 9th grade, is that the time that they could start thinking about DECA?
Absolutely. And we also usually send some high school students up to 8th grade to talk about DECA. So that way we give them a little foreshadow of what DECA is really going to be like. But we always go up to 8th grade and promote taking that marketing class just to get you involved your freshman year. And kind of what she said is there's people that find out DECA is not for them, but I've never had anyone come to me and say, like, I regret doing districts or I regret joining DECA. Even if they find out they're not into marketing, it always gives them that like competitive edge to go into other fields as well.
Good morning, my name's Emily Smoller. I'm the marketing teacher and DECA advisor at Bethel Park High School.
So tell us what it is to be the teacher for DECA. I mean, we've heard from a lot of your students as far as what DECA is, but from your words, what is DECA?
DECA, it's an extra or co-curricular activity, I should say. The kids need to be a member of the marketing class to participate. And really, it's just a great way to provide them with the hands-on experience, real-world experience, rather than just, I mean, a portion of it is taking tests just to test their knowledge, but actually getting to create projects, problem solve off the cuff just in a few minutes' time, and just getting some of the kind of the soft skills, being comfortable presenting, speaking with adults before, I always say before it counts for real, when they have a job interview, a college interview. Hopefully they've had a lot of practice leading up to that and can draw on some of their communication, teamwork, presentation skills.
So as a teacher, you teach marketing classes, correct?
Yes, marketing. I have 3 marketing, and I also have a big data class too that's in its 2nd year.
Okay. Now, you said to be in the DECA, they have to be in one of your marketing classes,
Yes.
but you don't have to, all your marketing students don't have to
They
be in
don't have,
DECA.
no. I do have a number of kids, too, that are in the marketing classes that they, for one reason or another, are afraid of the time commitment, just want to learn the marketing knowledge for college, possibly, but don't participate in the competitions or some of the other activities that we do.
Okay. How long have you been involved with DECA?
This is my 11th year at Bethel Park High School, and then when I was in high school, I was involved with DECA for 3 years, too,
Okay.
at Bethel Park High School.
Okay. Thinking back when you were in high school, what got you interested in DECA?
It was actually probably, I'm trying to think back. I always kind of wanted to get into advertising. I knew even before high school, and I don't think you could join until your sophomore year. And it was a really popular club at the time too. So a lot of the kids were doing it and had older siblings that enjoyed it. So I got involved when I was allowed to in my sophomore year.
So you saw in high school as a high school student how important it was for your learning aspect to be involved in DECA.
Yes,
as a
how it helped
student.
me, because I was definitely more on the shy side, did better at the test than I was at the role play side when I was in high school. But it helped in college too, as far as my marketing courses in in college, business courses. It helped with that too.
Well, how big is DECA? I mean, but DECA is big in Bethel Park. But
Yes.
How big is DECA in the state, in the country,
Oh, let me think. I
internationally?
think we're just under 5,000 members in Pennsylvania, which is the highest. I think that's our next goal. If we reach 5,000, we can send more kids to nationals. And I want to say there's 200,000, or I think they've reached internationally, DECA high school members.
So you have regional, state, and
International competition. Yeah, there's 3 main competitions. And then this year, too, the nice thing, we've had some of the community members come in for a mock competition with our first-year members, which I think was great for the kids to go in. They weren't as nervous when they went to the district competition, the regional competition, and also a great way for some of our community members to see what the kids are doing at the high school.
Now, as far as DECA, the club DECA, this is all funded by you, by the students, by the parents? And
It's
so
all
forth,
funded.
isn't it?
The kids have to pay for everything,
Okay.
which it does get expensive, which the one group you'll hear from today. We do a lot of fundraising. The Spirit Care team that has been working on that this year. We do have a school store now that helps defray some of the state and national costs. But the kids, yes, and the kids and the parents have to pay everything on their own.
So it's not, the school district isn't paying anything for this?
No.
Okay. Well, you said you have a store.
Yes.
What does the store do for?
Periods 1 through 4, the Bean and Berry operates in the cafeteria. So kids that have study hall cafeteria in the cafeteria, they can purchase coffee and snacks during the morning. And the kids, my classes, periods 1, 3, and 4, they operate. That's part of their classroom experience. They have 1 day a week where they go and operate the store.
Do you hear back from past students as to what DECA has done for them? In
Yes, so
their
that's one of the great things. We try to
college?
bring back the alumni, and they, and now I don't even have to ask a lot. There's always people that volunteer every year that want to come back and share with my current students in college how DECA has helped, things that they should do in high school, and then how it's kind of led to their future careers too.
Just some quick updates on Pennsylvania DECA. District 3 recently had their district conference where Bethel Park DECA brought about 80 members, and we also had 50 qualify for states. For states, we're going to bring just over 100 this year, with some doing the role plays from districts and then some doing projects. States is February 21st through 23rd down at the Hershey Lodge. And then after states, we're going to be excited to head over to Atlanta, Georgia for internationals, which is April 20th through April 25th.
We have about 143 active members in DECA, and we have 2 who ran for state office, and I'm one of them, so I ran for District 3 rep, so I'll be the 2018-2019 District 3 rep, and we have Mark Vighetti, who is running for executive office.
So in DECA, you can either do a role play and you start off at districts, and then you compete at districts, and that puts you to states, and you compete there to try to go to nationals. Or you can start off with a project, which automatically takes you to states, and you either write a paper or you take a test, and you create a PowerPoint, whiteboards, or poster boards, and you present that for your judge, which could also get you to nationals. So it's really fun, and you have to work hard to get there.
My name is Mark Kozlucher. I am in DECA. I'm currently working with the Bethel Park Education Foundation to plan and promote and raise money for the students and teachers of Bethel Park and
Mark,
the programs.
All right, Mark, could you tell us a little bit about what the Education Foundation is?
The Education Foundation is designed to raise money for the students and teachers and the programs and extracurricular activities of Bethel Park. So when the Bethel Park, the district, when they cut funding from the teachers and the clubs and they need extra funds to support the clubs and make activities happen, they can reach out to the Bethel Park Education Foundation and get grants and different grants, and they can receive that money.
Okay, and what is it that you're doing for the foundation?
We are currently created a Facebook. We did an online survey. We're handing out flyers at a lot of different Bethel events. And we're going to start holding events at Bethel Park School District.
Okay, so how does this incorporate with DECA?
We are taking the real-life aspect of this project and documenting it, and we're using it as competition purposes, and we're presenting it to judges, and we're seeing if we can win these competitions by the work we've done in the community.
Well, which is very positive for both the community, the Education Foundation, as DECA, because this is a real-life scenario you're doing. This isn't just pretend.
Yeah.
You are creating all the marketing aspect for the Education Foundation.
Yep.
You know, did they ever have any of this marketing stuff before?
Not really. They had a website, and that was about it.
Okay, so it is very useful to the foundation what it is you're doing.
That is correct.
Okay, and you're going to take this to state, and if you win state, you'll take it to national competition.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you tell us where the state competition is?
The state competition is in Hershey, and if we win there, we get to go to Atlanta, Georgia, and for a week, and we get to spend a week down there doing DECA, and then also just seeing the town. Which will be
Okay,
really neat.
are you a senior in DECA?
I am a senior.
Is this different than your projects you did last year?
Yes, it is, because I kind of know what's going on. Last year, it was just you were handed guidelines and different things, and you just had to make happen what it needed to make happen. But this year, you kind of know what to expect and what's coming and what you need to actually put into it to really get the maximum amount out of DECA.
Okay, as far as education-wise, are you personally getting a lot out of this DECA project
Yes.
with what you're doing with the Education
Yeah,
Foundation?
It's I believe I'm actually benefiting more than doing this with DECA than a lot of my other classes. It might sound a little funny.
In what way?
The real life aspect of this, I'm never going to use calculus, but this real life person-to-person contact really benefits me a lot. If you're interested in joining the Education Foundation, you can look us up on Facebook or on our website. You can join by a membership. It's a $10 membership fee, and then you can donate after that.
Hello, my name is Tammy Stukin.
And I'm Dalton Moore.
Okay, and what is your project with DECA?
Our project is for the creative marketing event, and it is on the Bethel Park Community Foundation.
Okay, and how does that incorporate with something DECA to the Community Foundation? What's the correlation between the two?
Well, between the two is that we are actually DECA members, and we're actually interns for the foundation as well. And there also tends to be some work between the members of DECA with the foundation with some of their events like Community Day and things like that.
Okay, now does your project benefit the Community Foundation? And
It does.
Okay, and how's that?
Well, we did some research for the Community Foundation. We made a survey. It was an online survey as well as a paper survey, and we got a little bit over 200 respondents, and it was pretty much about how aware the community is of the foundation and of how the foundation can improve and also target a new market of people.
Has this changed your path as far as your career and what you're going to be doing after high school, having this internship or these projects with DECA?
Yeah, it definitely has. I would say I definitely want to major in the business field, and it's definitely prepared me for the real world, just like knowing with this project and with the foundation all the strategies that I've learned from all this.
Okay, how about you, Dalton?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I've always wanted to do something in business, but being with like the community foundation like really helps like me like learn more about like a nonprofit and stuff. And DECA is just a great program all around, so I think DECA definitely helps with that too.
Hi, I'm Sammy Hoovey.
I'm Brenna Manko.
The Still Remembered Project was founded in 2011 by Lauren McLean and Kathy Krishmer. It is a nonprofit organization that helps support bereaved mothers and families who lost their child before, during, or after childbirth.
And we've been raising money with our DECA project so far. And we hosted a donut sale in the cafeteria to help raise more money. And we hosted a raffle at Nams Jams with stuffed animals. And we raffled off the stuffed animals. And we raised more money for that to buy supplies for the memory boxes that they give to bereaved mothers that go through miscarriages. And we helped put together the memory boxes. And yeah, and we got our other DECA students involved because we made these blankets in our sewing classes. So the students in the sewing classes actually sewed these blankets together to give to the mothers who go through miscarriages.
Can you tell us how you came up with the idea for the project?
Our friend Carly Olson in this class is neighbors with the founder of the project, so she told us about it and we met up with them and decided we wanted to work with them.
Now, how does this project incorporate DECA? You two are with DECA. What's the connection between this project and DECA?
Well, for DECA, we're doing a community service project. So we write a paper about everything we've done, and we go and present to a judge and show them what we've done so far to raise money and help out.
Okay, so DECA, you're doing this as a competition?
Yeah,
Okay, and where do you have this competition?
it's in Hershey, PA in
Okay.
February.
All right, and are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, and if you win at the Hershey, then what?
We get to go to nationals in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and are you two juniors, seniors?
Juniors.
Juniors, and how long have you been involved in DECA?
This will be our third year.
Third year, and you're enjoying it?
Yep.
Yes.
How can people get in touch with you two or with this project if they wish to help or donate?
You can go to their website at thestillrememberedproject.org, and there's a donation tab where you could donate money, and there's also a list of items on their website that you could donate and send to them.
Hi, I'm Marissa,
Okay, and Marissa, what grade are you in?
10th.
You're in 10th grade. So is this your first year with DECA?
No, it's my second.
Second year. You're enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So tell us a little bit about what your project is with DECA this year.
My partners and I are in the public relations category of our project, and we decided to work with all the victims of Hurricane Harvey to raise money for all that they've lost and everything. So we did a series of different operations to raise money, such as creating bandanas and selling them around the district and the school, and getting donations in the Bean and Berry in our school, and having a school supplies drive just to get more awareness for all of the victims of the hurricanes.
Okay, so you took your DECA project and you made it into a real life relief effort for the hurricane victims.
Yeah.
Was this your idea?
It was more so, I know my mom also had like an idea to help the people down south with all the weather issues and everything, and it was kind of a perfect fit for the public relations aspect of our DECA project. So it was more of a group thought. Yeah.
I'm Riley Evans, and I'm a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
I'm Melissa Shoulder. I'm in 10th grade.
Okay. And what can you tell us about your project?
Well, we wanted to do something that would really get all the students' attention, and there was a homecoming game, and the theme happened to be camo. And so we decided to sell camo bandanas to get an outreach of all of the students. So we made around 500.
We bought 500 bandanas from Hobby Lobby, and we screen printed them in the high school.
Okay. So you actually made these?
We made like the embroider. We got it to say Hawk Hurricane Relief with the hawk on it.
Okay. And how hard was that?
It took a few days. We had a lot of the classes work on it in periods, so overall it took only like a week, I'd say.
Okay. So it saved on the expense of doing it because you did it all in-house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was it successful?
It was. We ended up selling all 500.
We made around $600 selling all of them.
Okay. And all that money went to the relief effort?
Yeah.
Okay. Donations, is there an organization that you sent the money through or the supplies you created? Can you tell us what you did with those funds and supplies?
Yeah, we sent all of the school supplies that we collected to Brothers Foundation, which is in downtown Pittsburgh, and also all the money that we collected through donations at the Bean and Berry, and all the money through the bandana sales.
Okay, so everything went very nice. How was this year's project different from last?
Last year we were working with the YMCA, so it wasn't necessarily something that I was raising awareness for and donating to. It was more so just helping out a company. But this year, with donating to all the hurricane victims, it's like it actually means something.
Yeah, it's a lot more personal for you. Very nice. What got you guys interested in this project?
Well, when we were thinking of project ideas was right when Hurricane Harvey hit and all those big ones down south. And we just really wanted to help because like a lot of places were helping, and we thought it was going to a really good cause because those people just like can't help. And we thought this was a really good way to get everybody involved to start.
And do you like the aspect that a real world project being worked out into DECA?
I do. I feel like it's easier to actually do things and you know you're doing it for a good cause, and it's easier to get a good outreach.
Are you thinking after high school anything that involving business with what you're learning in DECA yet?
Not really. I'm more interested in medicine, but really anything you learn in DECA or do in DECA can be applied to anything in life, so it doesn't really matter what you want to do whenever you're older. if you do DECA, it's going to be beneficial either way.
Hi, I'm Emma.
Hi, and I'm Abby.
And we're here today with our DECA project called Learn and Earn. We made these BP Spirit Wear clothing to raise money for DECA for students to be able to afford to go to states and nationals.
Yes, the prices vary from $20 for the shirt, $18 for the hat, $7 for the phone wallets, and $5 for the lanyards.
You can buy these articles of clothing at basketball games, organizations. We sold them at the Santa Brunch, and we made $1,500 so far in profits.
Yes, we also sell them at our school store, the Bean and Berry.
Can you tell us how you came up with this idea for a project?
Well, Ms. Smoller helped us out, but we thought we need more school spirit, and there's no just simple Bethel Park clothing. Like every other pieces of clothing have Bethel Park baseball or Bethel Park football, and ours is just Bethel Park, so anyone can purchase it without having.
Who designed the logo?
Who did? I think you did, Emma.
Can you tell us a little bit about the logo design?
Yeah, we wanted to do gray because gray kind of matches with everything, and orange was a little bit too bright. So we have the gray background and then the black and orange logo, which kind of like pops on everything. And it's easy to read, and it's like universal. So.
Okay. Could you tell us how you got into DECA? How long have you been working with DECA?
I've been in DECA since sophomore year. My friend got me into it and said I should do it because it's really good with like job interviews and stuff, and it'll like help me in the future with like business. And so I had a lot of fun with it. I went to nationals the first year, and I wanted to do it again. I went last year, and then I'm here this year because I want to go this year. So.
Okay. How was last year's project different from this year's?
Last year's project, I did it by myself, and it was a little bit harder because it was like a financial project with like a lot of numbers and statistics and stuff. And this year it's more fun because it's like designing stuff and marketing. So
do you enjoy working as a team instead of an individual?
I do. I was with someone last year, so it's basically the same thing, but I think you do like it better.
Well, how about your experience with DECA?
Mine last year? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I also had a friend that got me into it, and I only started last year. And yeah, we got to go to nationals with our project. And it was kind of the same concept, but we just thought of a different company idea. But yeah, I enjoy it, so that's why I'm happy this year to be.
So do you think have you decided on college or what you're doing after high school?
Mm-hmm.
Has this helped you or prepared you for college or what you're going into?
I think it definitely has. I want to major in something in business. I've not decided yet, but I think this is definitely with DECA helped me decide more and know what I'm going to do.
Today, the kids that spoke today that's just kind of a snapshot of some of the chapter-wide projects that we're working on that we're getting involved with the community. There's also ones doing research projects, operations research, advertising campaigns as well. So it does give them a chance. Some are actually working with the community. Some are more of hypothetical, but would work through situations that they might have to do in college or in the real world.
Thank you for watching BPTV. Today's show was all about DECA. We showed a lot of the projects that the students are doing. We had a chance to sit down and talk to Miss Emily Smoller, the teacher, and I hope if you're watching, if you're the student or if you're the parent and want to get your student involved, please do so. It's a great group, great organization, really benefits the community and also benefits the students in the way of their communication skills and also what they're doing for the community itself. So thank you again for watching BPTV. I'm your host, Andy Amrine.
Hi, Bethel Park. Uncle Al speaking. I'm asking you to come help us behind the scenes at BPTV. We're looking for some proud Bethel Park residents to help us make the shows that you want to watch. For more information, contact Station Director Dave Cable, and we will see you behind the cameras at BP TV.